everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Boldly Becoming podcast. I'm so excited that you are here. So, who am I? What is this for? My name is Carter Cundiff, and I am by trade a photographer, but I'm also a connector. And so what this podcast is going to be about is connecting you, the listener, to all of the women that we photograph in the studio. I wanted to find a space where I could bring the stories that we're hearing every day in our studio space and getting to know these women on a very personal level, very vulnerable level. But what I found was as I was talking to them more, we were doing their hair and makeup, getting them ready, and girl time was happening, and that the like real therapy talk was happening is what it felt like. There was these beautiful stories that truly needed to be shared so that other people could understand they're not alone. I find that that's so often what's going on is you hear someone tell you a story, you learn more about their environment, you learn more about their life because maybe you haven't gone through it yet, or in this sense, maybe you have, and you just need somebody to remind you that it's going to be okay, or it's going to be hard, but here's what I did. Maybe this will help you. After working with women for over a decade in just different capacities, whether that's performing, whether that's singing, dancing, again, that's part of performing, but photographing women, just getting to know people that are in my life. I found that they just want to share their lessons. They want to share what they've learned, so maybe you don't have to go through it. So that's a huge part of why I'm doing this. That's the part why I'm doing it for my clients. I want them to have a space online, a space where they can share their heart and their soul, where maybe they didn't think that their story was good enough. Maybe they didn't think that anybody really wanted to hear about it, what they went through and what they like, some of the hardest times sometimes for them. But I wanted to remind them that there's so many women out there that are just like you. There's so many women out there that need to hear your story the way that you tell it. So that is why I'm doing it for my clients. Plus, I want to have, a video, visual legacy, audio legacy for them online. Because maybe they can come back to it when they need it. Maybe they can come back to it when, they get years down the road and this is kind of a space for them to live beyond themselves, or even when they're not here anymore. Because I don't know about you, and I'm sure you do, but I have a very intimate story with grief in a few different areas of life, with seasons that I've lived in, people that I've known, people close to me like my father, my partner, his father. Grief is a winding road, but we can help each other through it. We have different milestones that I think we're meant to meet, either situations or people that help us get through them. So this will be one variation of helping with that. And another reason why I wanted to do this podcast is, again, I mentioned earlier that I'm a connector. I'm somebody that just gets joy in bringing people together, whether that's to connect them to stories because this could help them, or just bringing newness to your life, bringing resonance, understanding to what it is that you're going through. That matters to me. And sometimes it has nothing to do with me and all about what it is with the two I'm connecting in front of me. So it's so much more for the heart of doing it versus what I get out of it. And I love to tell stories. So my personal reason for wanting to do this is the little Carter in me, the little critic, the judge, the protector, the I don't know if I fit in this space, or let me alter and mold myself so that I do. I wanted to give her a place to feel seen and heard. And by doing that, I created an experience with my clients. I've created an experience when I network with people for life and work. So I wanted to also create a space that I knew I needed to at one point, because I know that other women need it as well. So that's a little bit about why I'm here doing what I want to do, why I'm here to help you and feel seen and heard, hopefully, by the end of this. Because in my mind, I see your photos, your vision, when I create something with a client, I see that like a cinematic reel in my head. I see it like a movie's playing out. You're telling me your story. You're telling me what you've experienced, how life has been for you. Some good, some bad, some confusing, let's be quite honest. And I'm imagining this in my head. I'm creating this visual story, and it's just this beautiful culmination of magic is what it feels like to me. And I love bringing that into real life for you, for my clients. And so I'm allowing my clients to also share that piece as well. So come on the ride with us. Come to our cozy little corner that we're going to make for you. So hopefully that you'll feel seen, heard, and understood, or maybe just related to. Because at the end of the day, maybe you'll feel comfortable enough where you're sitting in the chair next to me because you've had a session with me and we get to share your story. But even if not, I hope that you feel related to. So thank you again for listening to me, listening to my why this podcast is going to be so, so important. I'm getting chills, but sorry, I'm being a little corny. It's the truth. Thank you for joining and listening in to the first episode, my solo episode of Boldly Becoming. Okay, everybody, I want to invite you with a bold intention this week. Think about one element in your life that helps you bring light into the world. Maybe that's in your home, maybe that's in your classroom, or in your everyday life, because I feel like you might be surprised by your answer. So think on that, ruminate a little bit, let it integrate, and then let me know in the comments.